Welcome back to episode 2, live from the Good Vibes Room. We are still figuring out a name for this podcast, but again, my name is Leon Palacio. With me today is Mr.
Erlis Abazi. Real Cacho. I am the branch manager of the Naples branch.
Bill likes to jump the gun.
To Vazquz, MLO, Naples branch.
Okay, since you guys already know who Erlis and I are, we introduced ourselves last time. We are 3 loan officers and our sales manager here at the MVN Group. And today, what we're going to be discussing is inflation.
Ooh, that's
that nasty word that everybody is scared of right now, right? So, I'm going to lead this off with Mr. Bill Cacho, only because out of all of us, he has 153 years of experience ahead of us.
54.
I don't want to cut you short, right?
You know, right now, it's a very good time. Yeah, we're at inflation and a lot of people are panicking and everything. But it's a really good time to learn this business, to go out and make new friends, new referral partners, and keep it going, because eventually it will pop and we'll be back on top of the world.
Cacho, tell me a little bit more. What is the average consumer, somebody looking to buy a home, an investment home, why should they be scared, or why should they be trying to ride this wave?
Well, scared, I wouldn't say be scared. I'd say be cautious. Be cautious, look at your expenditures, but always plan for the future, because there's still be opportunities here. Huge opportunities. You just got to be ready for the opportunity. It's actually now a good time to buy a house right now, because we're coming to the point to where the seller's market's ending and the buyer's market's starting. So if you're going to get yourself ready, right now's the time.
Okay, absolutely. So let's expand on that. Tony, from your experience and your client base, what do you think people are looking for right now that would kind of go off of this inflation? What are they scared of?
Like Bill said, fear is always going to be fear, because fear of taking a chance, fear of taking an opportunity and jumping at it, that's always going to be there. What I'm seeing is just people trying to secure something, people trying to buckle down a home, people trying to be secure, because a lot of people are getting either evicted or their rent is going up substantially, so they can't really afford their home. And why would you rent at a super high rate when you can just buy and pay less and it's actually yours? So what I think I'm seeing is just people trying to secure a place in a very sought after area and just trying to hold on to it right now. That's it. Trying to make a way for their family, I guess. That's what I'm seeing.
Absolutely.
And then one more, I have a question for Cacho. You are a little older than us, so you've been around. Has inflation come before? Is this the first time we're experiencing this? Or how many times have you in your lifetime experienced inflation? No, not really. Just you are wiser. You are wiser than us.
We went with 2007, 2008 downturn, and for different reasons. But it's kind of the same experience that we're going through now. So, people who've been in the business for a long time know that this is a cyclical thing. Correct. So it's going to come and go. So once again, I say right now, be cautious, but be ready for an opportunity, because there's opportunities out there, and it might be the right time to strike.
Right.
Erlis, what are your 2 cents?
So I have a different mindset about inflation. I agree with Tony and everyone in this room, including the girls here, that inflation is real. It does exist, and it is a fear for most of our buyers, if not for all of us. So let me first try to define what inflation truly stands for, so then we can kind of build up on it and then come up with a better solution as far as how we can use inflation to our advantage, to go back what Bill just said, right? So inflation is, what it means is that the value that your money has today is less than it was yesterday. And I'm going to use a very simple scenario. So, and I explained to you guys earlier. So for an example, if we have, let's say, $1,000 in the bank today, you have $1,000, and the inflation rate is, let's say it's 8%, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't checked today, but it's in the 8%. So that means that $1,000 is worth 8% less. So in your bank, 8% off of, or less than, 8% less of $1,000. Why does that happen? Because everything is increasing in price, such as goods, right, and services, tomatoes, potatoes, bananas, things of that nature, right? They're increasing in price, but the money is decreasing in value because we're not getting raises on a regular basis. So when that happens, inflation is associated by recession. That's our next podcast that we'll talk about that at more length. So now we talked about this a bit ago earlier too. So how do we make inflation to work to our advantage? Because if we put our money in the bank, guess what it's doing? It's losing what?
Value.
It's value.
Yeah.
Right. But if we buy a home, guess what's happening to the value of the home that we buy? It's increasing in value. So it becomes a good strategy. If you put your money in a place where it's going to appreciate in value, then we all win. You got a home to stay in. You're not getting bombarded by the renters trying to increase the rates because the inflation rate is higher, right? So the money now is going to a safe haven, which is called a real estate, which is our home, your home, second home, investment properties, right? So things of that nature. So personally, I think that inflation it's awesome if you're in the mortgage world or in the real estate world, because you can put the money where it truly belongs and it's going to appreciate in value. So that's my 2 cents.
I think you're the first person who's ever said inflation is awesome. Let's go that far.
Yeah, I've never heard it.
So doing that.
Yeah, right. But it does bring up a good point, right? Right now, everybody's scared on what to do. Stock market tanked, crypto's tanking. Where do we put our money that can hold or retain a value, right? At this point, I believe, and if you go back into the history of things, real estate has always been a safe bet.
Right.
That's why you see all these multi-million-dollar companies, billion-dollar companies, Lennar, D.R. Horton, what are they doing? They're going out and buying out land, right? So what is the average person doing? We had this conversation earlier too. The first step to generational wealth is real estate,
Correct.
right? Because it doesn't expire when I expire.
Right.
My son now has a piece of property to his name if I go somewhere, right? So if we start putting our eggs in a safe basket, now I'm not saying go out there and put your debt all the way up to your neck. Be smart about it.
Right. So that's why what we speak to our borrowers or even when we talk to our real estate agents, I think it's best for them to deliver our message, the one that you just explained to us. And I like how you said it, the safe basket. We are the safe basket, right? We have the knowledge base to help somebody understand that their money, it's their money, and our goal is to make sure their money is safe and it grows over time, right? So do you all agree with me on that one?
No,
Right?
of course.
So to answer your question as far as inflation goes, when is the last time inflation happened? So inflation happens frequently,
Yes.
more so than we really know about it. It's just the numbers change, right? What we need to look at, and this is another piece of fear, is unemployment rate, right? Because if there's unemployment, there's no income which you can use to buy the home or pay your rent. So you have to be smart with your money. So now that you're making the money, again, I'm going to go off of what you said, put them in a safe basket, which means that let's use that money to your advantage to purchase a home so you can have a future for yourself and for your children and somebody else that follows after.
Generational wealth.
Thank you.
Definitely, like you said. That really makes a point. I mean, we have such a short time here in this physical realm. I mean, when you leave, you have to leave something for your child. You have to leave something for them. And a lot of people that don't have any generational wealth handed down to them, they struggle. And it's harder for them to reach that goal. But if you do have that little help from your parents, just that little nudge that you need to go over that hump, I think that's very, very, very important to do.
Not to mention, if you look at what 99% of millionaires and billionaires in this world, they all have and own real estate.
Yes.
It's a tax write-off. It's a moneymaker. It's one of the few assets that you can have that actually appreciates instead of depreciates.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So you were going to say something, Cacho?
Well, we're all talking about financial stability, how to get to financial stability. But there's one thing that we're missing out, mindset.
Beautiful.
A person who owns their own home is more stable in their career, is more stable in the community, and can actually go home and sleep at night without thinking, oh, my rent's gonna go up there, or this is gonna go up. And think they have the little. It's like the saying in the nest says, the king has to have his home.
Right.
So I don't mean to sound a little sexist or whatever it is, but it's the truth. If you have a base, if you have a home, the rest of your life becomes a little bit easier.
I think Bill nailed it. I think none of us could have said it better than Bill.
Yeah.
Home is home.
Home is home.
Home is home. You know? So to I guess to bring it all in, I think that we all have a great understanding of what inflation is. We have a great understanding of what's going on in our community. And the best way to get past that is to use the mindset. Use your mind. Use your brain. You know, connect with us. Talk to us. Interact with us. You know, call us. Come in person. Meet with us in the office, right, Bill? Or even social media, you can connect with us, right, Leon?
It's a whole new world in social media.
So we're here to answer questions that some may not be able to answer accurately, right? We're here to hold your hand all the way to the finish line if that is necessary, right? And if it's fear, we're here to also help you get rid of it.
Right? Guys, we're here as a partner. We are your partner through the whole process. And even after the process. If you have an issue with escrow, if you have an issue with anything, you can always call us. We help you with insurance. We're here to make sure that the process is seized.
We are here, but where are we, though?
And
Where are we located?
we're in a good buys room.
Where is the good advice room, guys?
Yeah, before.
It is in Naples, Florida, indeed, isn't it?
Yes, sir. We are the MVM group here in Naples, Florida. Lovely, sunny Naples. And, you know, we are here to help dreams come true. We are here to help generational wealth. And those things are very, very important. People that don't come from nothing, we can definitely at least help you along the way to get something. Know what I mean?
Well said. Well said. Closing arguments. Anybody has any other questions? Things that you want to chime in and
Let's break it out to our audience, right? What do you guys want to listen to? What do you guys need from us? Again, like Cacho said, we're here to serve our community. We are here to serve our partners and really expand on our relationships. So it's not just what we want to talk about, it's really what you guys want to talk about. And the questions that you have, the concerns that we can answer for you and let you know that it's not difficult to buy a house, right?
Right.
You just need the right people around you to get you into that one, mind frame, and two, lay out the steps that you need. So let us know. We're here for you.
Again, thanks again, the audience, for paying attention to our short podcast. Again, it was our pleasure to serve you this morning or afternoon. It is, again, our pleasure to be here with you, and we invite you again. We're going to try to do this every Tuesday and Friday, perhaps. Until then, we'll see you soon. Come see us.